Assalamualaikum and hello to everyone. Today we are going to present about troubleshooting a running slow computer. Our subject code is DFT 20083, Security Basic and IT Professional. This is our team members: Danesha 01DDT 21F2051 and me, Muhammad Safafiq 01DDT 21F2035, Nur Sadatul Safia 01DDT 21F2045, and Ainin Fazana 01DDT 21F2010. Number 1. Why a computer is running slow? A slow computer is often caused by too many programs running simultaneously, taking up processing power and reducing the PC's performance. Some programs will continue running in background even after you have closed them, or will start automatically when you boot up your computer. And a virus or malware can cause your computer to function more slowly. If you have antivirus software installed, scan your computer. It is also advisable to run a malware scan in addition to a virus scan.
Secondly, I'm going to explain step to troubleshoot. First step, reboot. If your computer has not rebooted recently, make sure to reboot it before following any of the steps below. Rebooting the computer can fix many problems and is an easy first step. Next step, background programs. One of the most common reasons for a slow computer is program running in the background. Remove or disable any TSRS and start up programs that automatically restart each time the computer boots. And for the next step, delete temporary files. As a computer runs program, temporary files are stored on the hard drive. Deleting these temporary files help improve computer performance. Windows computer. First, we suggest using the Windows Disk Cleanup utility to delete temporary files and other files no longer needed on the computer. Temporary folder. Unfortunately, the Disk Cleanup may not delete every file in the temporary directory. Therefore, we also suggest deleting temporary files manually. First, open the Start menu and press the Windows key, then type %10% in the search file. Second, press Enter and a temp folder should open. And lastly, you can delete all files found in this folder, and if are in use and cannot be deleted, they can be skipped. Next step, back corrector or fragmented hard drive. Check the hard drive for errors. On a Windows computer, run scandisk or chkdsk or something equivalent to verify there is nothing physically wrong with the computer hard drives. On the Mac OS computer, access the disk utility program and use the first add option to check the hard drive for errors. To open the disk utility, first click the launchpad icon on the dock and then open the order folder, and lastly click this utility to open the program. Lastly, the step that I'm going to explain is scan for viruses. If your computer is infected with one more virus, it may run more slowly. If your computer doesn't have an antivirus program installed, run Trend Micro Free Housecore online utility to scan and remove virus on your computer. We also recommend you install an antivirus program for active protection against virus. Next, we have memory upgrade. If you have had your computer for more than 2 years, you may need more memory. Today, we suggest computers have a minimum of 2 GB of memory for a 32-bit system and 4 GB for a 64-bit system. By having enough memory for programs to run within memory, your computer doesn't need to swap information stored in memory to the swap file. If the hard drive light is continuously active, it's an indication the computer is frequently swapping information between your memory and hard drive. Another step to troubleshoot is hard drive upgrade. One of the biggest bottlenecks of a computer is the hard disk drive. Upgrading from a standard hard drive, a 5400 RPM, to a solid state drive SSD can drastically improve the computer's performance. Next, we have computer or processor is overheating. Make sure your computer and processor is not overheating. Excessive heat can cause a decrease in the computer's performance because most operating systems automatically reduce the speed of the processor to help compensate for heat-related issues. Dust, dirt, and hair can also constrict proper airflow inside your computer. which causes a computer to overheat. Make sure your computer case is clean and that the fans are not obstructed. Then we have increase or upgrade the processor speed. Increasing the speed of the processor can improve your computer's performance. There are two options for increasing processor speed, such as overclocking or upgrading. Overclocking a processor means increasing its speed beyond what it's designed to run stably. While overclocking can increase the processor speed, the increase is often not very significant, resulting in maybe a 10% or 20% speed increase at most. Furthermore, the processor itself must be capable of being overclocked. You would need to find the specifications for the processor in your computer to determine if it can be overclocked. An overclocked processor generates more heat, thus requiring a more powerful heatsink and fan to pull the excess heat away from the processor.
Next, erase computer and start over. If none of solution above mentioned your issue is another option is to restart the operating system, or you can erase everything and start over. Erasing everything on your computer or reinstalling the operating system can increase performance by getting rid of all software or driver. Okay, next step is hardware issue. Finally, if your computer is still slow after trying the above recommended, there are likely a more serious hardware issue, like component. Example of following hardware could include the hard drive, CPU, RAM, motherboard, or another component. You can run hardware diagnosis testing using the Ultimate Boost CD alternative. This alternative provides information on whether or not your computer has a bad piece of hardware. Okay, the last step, if your computer are old, your computer is more than 5 years with performance lower than a new one, as more advanced software programs are released, they are programmed optimized to run more effectively on new computer. Older computers are not able to run their new program as well, which causes them to perform more slowly. Furthermore, new software this to be more demanding in general, which is another problem for all hardware. We recommend you consider purchasing a new computer or upgrade your current one. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you.